Howdy guys, and welcome back. It's your boy Eileo coming at you live from the power of the internet. Today's video is just going to be about 5 simple but effective tips to help you guys out with farming, because farming can be kind of a drag, especially with capture festivals just like we have with Tina that last quite a while. So I'm just going to give you guys just 5 tips of like what I do to just stay, I guess, in the loop as much as I can. Without being like super duper overwhelmed. The first tip that I would give you guys is don't focus on the background, I'm just doing dragons, but the first tip I would give you guys is honestly focus on leveling your mons during the capture festival. Like, always have a monster level up, with Tina, because her capture festival was so freaking long. Like, I don't know, I got maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 mons up to level 60 that were originally 50 farming out for her. And I mean, I stockpiled the resources beforehand, so I would ascend one and then level it. And I found that honestly for me to be like the best thing that I've done, because it's better to run a stage, especially on extreme, even if you're getting super evo mats, if you have a mon to level versus not having a mon to level. That way, it feels more efficient to me, I would say. But that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is always farm Starstone in the elemental dungeons in bulk, or at one time and only at one time. So to give you guys an example of what I like to do, like with the Starstones, I'll go through my mon list and I'll pick out whatever mons that I want to ascend, whether it's to get them to 40, 50, or 60. I'll pick out whatever mons I need to ascend, and I'll be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need 4 mons that I plan to get to 60 within the next capture fest or the next 2 weeks or so. So I'll need at least 100 or 200 high Starstones. So what I'll do is I'll just dedicate that entire day or those couple of hours of me just straight farming Starstones, and after every 20 runs I'll go ahead and check to see how many Starstones I have left, and I'll just continue farming until I get to that point. You don't have to do that, but I find that I waste a lot less time having to flip-flop through everything, trying to farm out Starstone dungeon every single day because you got 1 mon up, but you need to get other mons up. So for me, that works the best because I'm in there, I farm it out hardcore one time, we're good to go. And another suggestion is the same thing for elementals. Pick through whatever mons that you want to put to level 50, you want to put to level 60, and just write down, okay, I need 200 midstones, I need 200 high stones, and farm them out. Even if it takes you the whole day, just farm them out, because that means you'll have enough material to ascend that mon, and then you'll have enough to send the next one without you having to flip-flop back and forth. And that's pretty much it for tip 2. So basically, farm in bulk, find out what you need so you have it, and that way when you do dailies after that for the rest of the month or for the rest of the week, 2 weeks, whatever, you can just do 1 run and not waste any of your time waste any more of your time doing it, because you've already farmed out what you needed to do. The third tip is maybe one of the most important tips I can give you guys, is when we don't have a capture festival going on and it's not something that I feel like is worth capturing or worth getting, depending on who you are. What I like to do is basically, it's like a 24/7 thing, where I'll log in, I'll do my dailies, and after that, like, dude, I'm just straight like living in Golems. So since Tina has ended, like, I've been in Golems like 90% of my playtime, because I'm just trying to farm out more gold and get more gems for the mons that I ascended, and also pay for their skill books. So and the problem with that is when you're farming Tina or any other exotic mon is that when you're doing Golems, you're like, man, I'm wasting so much time doing Golems when I could be farming and getting another exotic. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. That's how I feel, at least. So I try to do Golems only when there isn't a capture festival going on, So there's usually like a week or 2 weeks of quote-unquote free time in the game to do that, and in those 2 weeks I try to maximize my golems as much as I can, just so I can get as much money out of it as I can. I can stockpile my gems back up, I can level up some gems, skill book them like I said before, and get those mons to where they need to be. So that's fairly simple. The fourth tip I can give you guys is that check out this gem, pugilist. I'll sell it. The fourth tip is when you're farming for exotics, or you're farming for a rare or whatever, mainly towards exotics, depending on what you're farming and where you're farming at, like if you're farming on extreme because you can do extreme with a siphon set in a minute or less, try to base that around your super evo mats. Seems fairly simple, but some people overlook it just in hopes of getting more, more of the exotics. But for example, with Tina and with all the other exotics, I would first go to the super laboratory and find out, okay, what mats do I need? Do I need to go to Area Lake today? Do I need to go to Aurora Plateau, Lunar Valley? I found out what mats that I need, and that's where I base my farming around off of, because at least for me, majority of my farming times are pretty much the same. So give or take a couple seconds in whatever area, and they're the same. So definitely try and base your farming around around what mats you need, so that way not only are you farming for an exotic, not only are you leveling up a new mon or trying to capture rares for that area too, but you're also getting super mats materials. So hopefully within the next month or so, or 2 months, however long it takes you, you can get whatever mon you want to super evo. And if there's nothing for you to super evo, well, you still have it, you know what I mean? So that's definitely something I would give you guys as a great tip that's going to help you out immensely. And the last tip, which is last but not least, is guys, just remember that this is a game. Don't stress out about it too much. If you don't get whatever exotic or whatever mon that you wanted, chances are they will be around next time. And if you don't end up playing next time, whatever. Just remember, it's a game, and don't try and kill yourself with it, because while the game is amazing, I will tell you that you gotta look at it from a balanced point of view. It's not worth killing yourself over. But guys, that pretty much sums up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and takes all of these tips to heart. It's personally what I do. I found out it works best for me. I found out I don't have any pseudo stress with the game. But that pretty much it. As always guys, thanks for watching, and peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.